Well, you see, I was, obviously being an air drummer, it's kind of hard. I jumped around from band to band there for a little bit. We were playing in, small time clubs. The Harrisburg Hardware Bar and, the Electric Factory down in Philadelphia. We were playing at those sorts of venues. So, we were playing, in front of big crowds. But when Mark came and asked me to join the band, it was one of those things where he was already a star at the time. He had already a couple of Platinum Air albums already out there.
Were you a big fan of Mark, by the way?
Not really, but it's one of those things that, game respects game. I was at the top of my craft, he was at the top of his craft, and it was only natural that, we worked together. And, with Fish being there too, Fish was he shredded it on the air guitar. It was like nothing I'd ever seen before. I mean, he was a right natural Jimi Hendrix, but he could play right and left-handed. I mean, if it's something you really got to see. When you interview him, tell him to play both-handed. It's really quite exciting, quite beautiful, really.
Who do you think the brains of the band was?
It was very much so a collaborative effort, because what it came down to was we had to find the sound, and obviously Mark was the best writer. He wrote very good songs, very good songs, and it just came down to how we were able to mesh our sounds together. Me as a drummer, I play very loud, very fast, very hard. It's almost like I take all my emotion and just throw my hands in the air like. Even right now, I get a little carried away with myself, as you can see.
Gotcha.
But it was, Mark definitely wrote the best out of all of us. I was a lot like Ringo from the Beatles in that sense, where, I was a good enough drummer and I was talented enough, but a lot of the times I did coast along. But, my sound is ultimately what carried me and kept me in the band. Today we're with Fish from the Flying Dysons. So Fish, obviously the Flying Dysons are the greatest air band that ever existed. So tell me, I know you and Mark were the founding members of the band. How did you two meet? How did you two, where did you two meet? When did you two start collaborating on projects together?
Well, I mean, it's a very complicated story. It was just we were out and about. I went to a birthday party actually, and really good friend of mine invited Mark over. We met through a mutual friend, and he expressed his love for playing instruments and stuff. So I was like, hey man, we should start a band, because I mean I loved playing the guitar and singing. I mean, it's really fun.
So when you found out that Mark didn't in fact play any instruments at all, how did that make you feel about going forward with the band with no instruments?
It was definitely a challenge at first. I didn't know how to feel about it, but it was definitely it was a new experience for me.
So, in a previous interview, Rock Ham said you could play the air guitar both right and left-handed.
Oh yeah, I can. I mean, it's not really that hard. I mean, well, it takes a lot of skill.
Could you give us a sample for the viewers at home?
Oh sure. All right. Gotta find it. Oh, it's right back here. All right.
Oh, that's nice. A Les Paul. Beautiful.
Oh yeah, it's a
beautiful,
beautiful
guitar. Look at that cherry wood, man. Oh, beautiful finish.
It's beautiful.
Yes, very beautiful.
All right. So, we're gonna get right in place here. We're gonna start.
Man, look at you shred. Oh, look at that. He just flipped it. Oh my gosh. That is something I've never seen before. Never. Wow, that is fantastic. Great job. I can't believe that. So when the Flying Dysons were formed, when you found Rock Ham, when did you guys know that you had something?
Oh man. I mean, I thought we had something from the beginning, to be honest. Like, I knew that we could make it happen, and we just went on with it. And that's pretty much how it went.
All right. Perfect. Now we were interviewing Mark, the lead singer of the Flying Dysons. Mark, tell me, what was it like the first time you met Fish?
It was actually quite magical.
We met at my friend Dustin's birthday party. We exchanged conversation. We had a cool couple brewskis. But he played an air instrument for me that blew my mind, and I'm like, I think we can turn this into something. So we got to talking 2 days later, and we're just walking out, playing. We were just having a magical time.
So when was it? Obviously, you guys were around looking for a drummer when you found Rockham. When you found him and started, making music. When is it that you felt like you had something? Did you feel like you guys were great? How did you feel about that?
That first solo session when we all played together.
Shot a really big push, it was big and wide. So the big push, she came to town, 5 years around. She was just a stupid clown, so the big push was stupid.
I knew we were gonna be big. We were gonna be something huge. We all had good talent behind us. I'm at a loss for words. That first rehearsal was probably the best one we ever had.
The first rehearsal, really?
Yes.
So when you look back at all the great shows you've done, what's one moment that you go back and point to as that was the crowning moment of the band?
Well, that one time we played at Chuck E. Cheese. Yes. We sang for a group of kids.
Yes, I remember that. The iconic Chuck E. Cheese stock. Yes.
Yes.
I remember that.
They called it the biggest stunt in history.
I think it was. I believe there was about 60 different air bands there.
Yeah.
With you guys being the headliner.
We kinda got lost in the crowd amidst all the air bands there, but we were the only air band that actually had it. And
Yeah.
I know it. My grandma called me and said we had it. So, yeah.
Yeah. So they actually told us at the production company to not ask you about this, but I'm gonna say a name, and I want you to tell me what that did for you. Jessica.
Jessica. Probably the biggest reason as to why we broke up. Oh, hell no! Oh, Mark!
Hey, so back in the rest of the food. I swear if I want to look like.
I know everything that you did.
My fucking fucking man.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I can't satisfy her. Yeah, cool, yeah.
Everyone knows what I'm telling you that you are nothing.
Me? Nothing? You are nothing.
How dare you?
Without me, you wouldn't even be here right now.
I made this bet.
You made it? You think you made it? I was the one there at that party that was like, hey, you and I, we should do this.
I came up to you. How dare you?
How dare I? And you, Jessica! What the hell?
Don't be talking to her like that, you wanker.
Stop fucking touching me.
That's it, I quit.
Get the hell out of here then.
Screw you, I don't need this band.
And you, what the hell? 5 years. I'm done with you. Jessica? Oh, I don't know if I can talk about this. Hold the camera. No, not right now, man. Not right now. You alright, man? Good now, man. Good, it's a really important part of the story.
If there's anything that the world doesn't know, this is your chance to get that off your chest.
I don't know if I can, man. It's so hard.
I mean, if I was in a situation, I believe it. But this is a real important part of the story. This is a real part of if there's anything that you want the world to hear, this is your chance to do that.
I don't know, man.
Think you're all right?
All right.
It's all right.
All right.
You need anything? You need water or something? No? Okay.
No.
All right. So, when we bring up that name, what happened with all that?
There's been so much that happened. I mean, I don't know if they told you anything that happened or not, but Jessica was the love of my life at the time. We were going out for quite a while. I believe we were going out for like 5 years at that point. And then she cheated on me with Mark. And that went on for about a year, and I didn't even know anything about it. Yeah, then Rock came out and he told me exactly what happened. And I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty pissed at the whole band for keeping it a secret from me for like that whole year, because that's a long time to be cheating on someone and just keep a secret. But yeah.
So with everything that's happened in the band, do you see a reunion ever happening in the future?
I would like to say yes, but I don't know if I'd be able to. I don't think I'd be able to forgive them for what they did.
Right now we're with Finn of the Flying Dysons, coming at you from the Palmyra County Correctional Facility. So Finn, let me ask you, how did you get involved with the Flying Dysons?
Well, I was at the birthday party and I was basically the clown. And my mates came up to me and said, you've got something special. And they made me a part of the band. They made me the bass. I was just a lonely clown sitting there with my balloon guitar, just playing the bass.
So when you look back on those years of touring with the Dysons, are those years that you look on fondly, or what was it like touring with all the guys, especially when you got big?
Touring with the guys, it was good. There was the ups and there was the downs, but I really thought we could hold it together and we could stay as a unit.
So what do you think was the breakdown of the band?
Well, it all started when they were fighting over some girl. Yeah, they fought over some girl and basically just started tearing the band up. I mean, one of them started snorting Cheetos.
Alright mates, have you guys seen Mark?
No, he's late again.
Yeah, I haven't seen him at all.
This guy's a real pain in the arse, isn't he?
Yeah,
I don't know what the hell he's doing.
real
He
pain.
got a show in 24 hours and he can't even bother to show up on time to his own rehearsal. He forgets
Right.
that he made this band, he forgets that.
Yeah,
That's what I tell him every time.
jabbing
Oh,
off.
the guy. Well, look at his
Don't go on and up.
What? Couldn't lay off the Cheeto dust, huh?
Chill out, man.
Chill out, mate. I'm working my arse off trying to make a living here, and you don't even have the decency to show up on time.
I don't care. I don't
You
really
don't care why you in this band. You made this band. You're the reason we're here.
I don't care anymore, man.
You don't care anymore.
You don't care? What do you mean?
How about you give me more dust so I can play my goddamn
Give you more
music?
dust. You take enough dust as it is. Last I checked, you did a whole fucking bag of Cheetos by yourself.
Yeah, mate, that's...
Alright, well, instead of yelling at this...
Hey, it was fucking Labour Day. I wanted to get blitzed
Hey,
out, so...
instead of yelling at this wank all day, let's make some fucking music.
Sorry, big boy.
So, Finn, the people at the documentary company told me not to ask you about this, but would you like to elaborate on your embezzlement lawsuit?
Look, I I told the fucking press. I told everyone I don't want to know about that, and I don't want to tell anything about that.
Hands
Get
up.
that camera out of my face!
Hands up!
You can't take me!
Hands up!
Welcome to Band Talk. I'm Rockham, and with me are my ex-bandmates. We got Fish and Finn from the Flying Dices. So guys, you know, it's been a while since I've seen all of you. You know, how's it going? You know, what have you been working on since the band?
I haven't really been working on much. I've been just trying to do better with myself. Got a job. Not air band anymore. I mean, I know we were pretty much the best air band around, but not
So
doing
you
that
don't
anymore.
do you do anything musically anymore, or is it just
Just
something
a
that
little
you just don't
twiddle
have a
every now
passion?
and then. Just nothing much.
So Finn, you've had quite a story since you left the band. You know, obviously you spent some time in prison there. We got you out for just this interview. So that's all been like since you left the band? What's been different for you?
Yeah, before my incarceration, I actually went back to Australia and saw my family. But then, as soon as I got back, they kind of put me in handcuffs and took me straight to jail to where I waited until my trial. And basically, while I was in there, I've just been thinking about my life and just thinking about how much I've wronged everyone. You know, like the crime I've committed was a big one, and it's just crazy.
Yeah. Well, of course we've all forgiven you for that. You know, me and Fish have come and seen you in there, and it seems that you've been doing pretty good. They've been treating you pretty well in there. So of course the one person that's not here, we all have very complicated feelings about how we feel about Mark. Fish, I'm going to have to start with you, as we all know what was the reason that the band was broken up. And for the true fans of the Dysons, we're not going to mention why. But so have you had any communications with Mark at all about even trying to patch up your relationship? I know I have.
Oh, no way. Nope. I haven't talked to him ever since we broke up that night. It's been a while. Mark, I still kind of hate him. I do.
You really hate me, don't you?
What are you doing here?
Alright, hey, here's my show. You don't come in and ruin my show, alright? You apologise. You two,
Sorry, you suck.
you two hug it out right now. You hug it out right now.
I'm not
hugging this wanker.
No,
Well,
I'm
Mark-
over here. I'm not sitting next
Well,
to you.
Mark, now that you've just
The bed's for me.
Mark, now that you've just kind of come off the top rope, tell me, what have you been doing with yourself since the end of the Dysons?
Well, I've been recovering from my Cheeto addiction. I am now a solo artist. And by solo artist, I'm actually a party clown. Yes, my career has taken a shitty turn. But,
So you're taking my old job, huh?
yes, I took a shitty old job.
Yeah, but the difference is I think he's actually a good clown, don't you think?
How dare you! How dare you!
But I'm just saying you made a right clown of yourself when you were in the band.
I agree with that. And I was a shitty person, but I still hate you, Fish.
Yeah, same here, Mark.
Screw you.
Alright, so I have to bring it up. So, Mark, whatever happened to Jessica? Are you still with Jessica? Is she still alive? I know she was pretty into the Cheeto as well.
She is still alive. We stopped talking short after, and I met my wife Sharon. Lovely relationship. She helped me recover from my addiction. Very lovely woman. I still hate you, by the way. Did I mention that? I hate you.
Fish, do you have anything to
ruined my life.
do you have anything to say to
You
that,
ruined
Fish?
it.
No, I don't have anything to say about it.
And just a question, Mark, how could Fish have ruined your life when you were literally the one who took his girlfriend?
I was comforting her.
And do you forget that I was holding the camera the day that you took his girlfriend?
No, I didn't forget. I saw you holding the camera. I just hate you, Fish. And I don't care. I was comforting your girl, and I would do it again and again. I hate you.
And I think that's one thing that we can all agree is that, the stresses of the band really took us away from our personal lives. And Jessica really complicated that. So so we can all admit, you know, that's what it was.
And what about you? You going on to say to me? Am I just a ghost? Did you not see me coming? Where's my high? Where's my handshake?
You haven't seen me in jail. They have came to visit me.
You were in jail?
No, I'm still alive, did you?
I'm gonna be honest, no I didn't. I'm gonna be honest, I don't give a crap. I did not know you were alive, man. Nice to see you, man.
Why do we even have him here?
Well, to be honest, I didn't know. The producer's just much as anybody for you to do.
Actually, they're paying me a fat bonus to appear on the show, considering I'm the only dumbass who will actually appear on this show wearing a hat and green hair.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a sucker for ratings, and I knew Mark would get us ratings.
Okay, look.
Show's been in the tubes recently.
If you were a comedian, the only joke you would be telling is your life.
That fucking hurts. We know what hurts more? Your sleeves. What the hell happened to your sleeves, man? Are they up your ass?
No, they're up yours.
Oh, damn, that hurts. That fucking hurts.
Good one, man.
Thanks.
Any more questions you have for me?
Just all really, I think what the people at home would really like to see.
I have one.
Well,
I actually have one question.
Just hear me out.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I gotta interrupt you here, sir. What exactly made you want to get that watermelon hair? Like what?
What the Maryland?
Watermelon.
I'm the one.
Watermelon.
Watermelon cup. Look at that green ass hair. What the
Yes,
fuck is the point of
I
that?
was at the barber shop. I saw a dude with green hair. I took that green hair and I asked him for a haircut.
It makes you look like a douche.
You look more like a douche than me. Captain America, go.
Well, the one thing I will give him is that his hat is a perfect match to the haircut. It looks
Thank
like
you.
a fucking.
I wish my freaking style, okay?
I wish he would have dressed like that when we were actually performing instead of covering up his eyes. You couldn't even see half the crowd, but maybe it's because
Yeah.
It was my Cheeto addiction, okay? I was high. Nobody wanted to see my eyes.
He's
They were
always
covered
like
in
a leprechaun.
Thank you. I like Lucky Charms. He's my idol. They're magically tasty.
Would you go to the pot and go that you rainbow?
I did, but I found you dumb wank.
Oh, so you were in prison?
I was in prison.
Yeah.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I do recall an article from about 2012 that said you got arrested in a Cheeto-related crime. Is that correct?
Yep.
So-
I sold Cheetos all around the block.
So, who are you selling the illegal Cheeto dust to?
Slippery Gary, Mike, Susan from accounting, Greg, other Greg with an S, Susan from other accounting, and Bob.
Well, today that's been a wonderful episode of Band Talk.
Oh wait, one more thing. This band is never getting back together. This show sucks. I'm out.
This has been Band Talk. I'm Rockham. Thank you.
I never really liked that